faces in the mirror, lost souls searching for a savior. In a world gone mad and toxic waste, I rise up from the shattered place. Jagged edges cutting through the smoke, words like knives ain't some kind of joke. Revolution starts with broken chains. I'm the storm in your hurricane. I'm the new cult of personality. Break the system, bring your sanity. Raging fire, burn the old decree. In the chaos, you'll be following me. Mystic whispers echo through the halls. Old gods tremble, walls will fall. In the ashes lies the prophecy. Scars and power all inside of me. Rusty bridges fracture in the night. Desperate hands reaching for the light. I'm the message carved into your skin. Where the end is where we all begin. I'm the new cult of personality. Break the system, bring the sanity. Raging fire, burn the old decree. In the chaos, you'll be following me.
What is up, everyone? Good evening. It is 1:10 at night. I just got off work at 10, so I had some time to kill. Was watching a bit of TV, and I've been neglecting a couple things that, well, one just came in the mail today, one I picked up at the store the other day. So I've tried to do this a couple times. I didn't like how it came out, so none of them have ever seen the light of day, but this one is definitely going to be posted by the time we're done. And if you're just catching it tomorrow before the show Thursday, welcome to something I've been really wanting to do a lot more lately, and it's unboxing videos for obviously my collection behind me, because I don't give them as much love as I used to. If you go check out my Instagram, which is my handle down below, or this way, dyslexia, Figurverse828 is where all my toy stuff is. I try to keep it separate from this, but I really want to start blending random nonsense in with the toys. As you can see, the intro now has toys in it. If this is your first time here, because I'm assuming if you're looking at this for toys, you've never been here before. So welcome to Random Nonsense. We have a little shit ton of fun. We do a podcast every Thursday. We just enjoy ourselves. So on that note, tonight we're going to do the same thing. Well, not but I'm going to do the same thing and hopefully entertain you on a different level so you can watch it and enjoy. Let me know if this is something you do enjoy and want me to do more, because like I said, this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. So we're going to get into it. So the other day, if you have TikTok, which I should probably start putting in my description below, which I'll have to do, I just recently picked up Ultimate Iron Man. He's been sitting on my desk for a few days because I don't know if I want to shelf him yet, or if I want to try to get a chrome pen and add a little bit of silver into like the grayish parts of him. But yeah, so he's just been sitting here in front of the computer monitor for a few days now. Really haven't decided what I want to do with him, but then again, I've been working again. Well, not again, but I got a new job, so my hours are different, so I don't get as much time in here as I used to. But I figured before I eat some food and crash out for the night and whatnot, I would do this with you guys for a little bit and see how it goes. So here we are. So the first thing I'm going to show you is Adam Warlock. One of my, oops, sorry about the glare. Oops, sorry, there it goes. Hey, let me adjust that light a little bit. There you go. Not so, I mean, I guess it's still bad, but whatever. There you go, that's better. But yeah, I got an Adam Warlock I actually found Sunday morning at Walmart. I was actually shocked because I found Iron Man and Target on Friday. So I knew the wave just hit the stores, but the Walmart around me always seems to be empty. There's never anything there, and if it is, it's the same things they've had on the shelf for months now, which sucks because I go there to do like all my shopping. So I also go there to like look for toys, and when I don't find them, it's very boring when I spend $200 and it's only on groceries. Like if I'm going to spend $200, at least I want to bring home something fun. So this week I got lucky and I think I hit it right after they stocked the shelf because they had the whole line out. And other than Ultimate Iron Man and Adam Warlock here, no one else in the line really interested me. I have two Miles Morales behind me. Wolverine's son, I don't know a lot about. I never kind of followed those comics, so don't really know much about it. I figured I already have a shit ton of Wolverines. Don't really want to add another one unless it's X23. Like I said, it's late, but I just got off work at 10, so I'm not actually tired. I'm just processing doing this alone because I don't do shows alone. So yeah, so you're gonna hear some rambling and some fun times all at the same time. It's very quiet in here. I think I might put on some low key music down below. So give me just a second because I'm like, this is weird. Hopefully that's not too loud. I mean, I can hear it, so I'm assuming it's coming through a little bit, but at least it adds a little bit of contrast noise in the background, which is fine. But so yeah, so I got him. I haven't opened him yet, but I get home from work today. I have this box, and it says Jada. So if you know anything about what they've been doing lately, they've been putting out an exceptional line of Street Fighter figures. So I believe, let me open this box real quickie, is one of my first pre-orders of the two newest figures they have released. So I don't, like I said, I don't know if you follow what they're doing or whatnot, but that's what I have. Yep, hold on. Drop the Exactum. Definitely not something I want to step on. But wow, this box is hefty. No pun intended, hefty. But we got Blanca. And like I said, this box is hefty because you can see the ones on my back wall here. It's all the smaller boxes and whatnot. I try to keep the boxes because I think they look cool, like arcade games, which I mean is kind of what they are. But so I try to keep the boxes, but I'm running out of room, so I'm assuming I'm going to have to box the boxes and then eventually get them their own shelf because if this is the size of the box we're getting, I'm going to have to adjust some stuff over there to keep him the same way as the others. But I'm going to pause the camera real quick, cut into these bad boys, pull them out of the boxes, and then we'll be right back to take a quick look because like I said, I've tried to do this before, and I know how noisy it gets when you like, cut them open and whatnot, and like actually try to pop them out of the plastic. So we'll be right back. And we are back. So both are out of the package, not out of the plastic yet. I'll do that here in a second. But I want to give you my first initial reaction of pulling them out of the box. So right now, I'm holding Adam Warlock in my hand. Sorry, I'm holding the comic book because there's no sticky part, so it just falls. So holding it in place so you can see. So I like the fact he comes with the staff, the Infinity Gauntlet, which as I've seen other collectors post online, basically fits all Marvel Legends' size. So that's going to make some fun toy pictures with Reed or Stark or anybody else that I can squeeze his hand onto. And those are the first two names that popped in my head real quick. But he's a cool looking figure. There's a little bit of issues with the paint on the legs, which I'll show you once he's out of the box, that you can tell it's not exactly straight on each leg. One's a little higher, one's a little lower. But other than that, he looks pretty decent. And then, like I said, the box was hefty. But then pulling him out of the box, he is Hulk hefty. So I'm really excited about doing some toy photos with him and the Hulk. Just because, well, they're both green. And I think it'd just be fun toy photos because I love Blanca. Me and my brother grew up playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the NES, and Blanca was one of our most used characters. So really excited to tear these two open. I'll rip them both open here in a second, and I'll come back with some poses. Well, not poses, but I'll move them around a little bit, show you everything they come with outside of the boxes and whatnot, and probably end this thing in about another 5 minutes. So hold on to your butts. So we're back. Everybody's out of the boxes, and I knew better. So I started with Blanca because I knew Jada actually does a really good job at securing their toys in the boxes. So it makes it really hard for you to steal. They tape the top and the bottom. I mean, I'm probably sure there's people who've already mastered a way to pop them out pretty quickly. But without this bad boy, I would have been fighting for like another 5 minutes. So thank God we have X-Acto knives because they help cut through tape and those little rubber bandy things they wrap around them. But no, he was quietly secure in there. But he comes with some cool accessories. His lightning effect when he shocks the shit out of his opponents, which I don't know how I might have to add a little lip in the box so these will step up around like the outside when I mount it on the wall with the rest of them. So it looks like it's coming out of the arcade machine because, like I said, I keep the boxes because I think they're cool. Excuse me. But he came with two other hands, both open hands. So you can get him in that crunch down pose where he's jolting the power out. And actually, this really goodly, that's not even a correct word, Josh. Learn to talk, stupid. This really well done sculpt of a Blanca head. But I will say the one thing about this that already sold me, yeah, it's rubbery hair, but it's light rubber. So it bounces and it moves. So you can adjust it. And each strand it's other than like the bigger chunks, but the little spikes. I'm sorry. I'm looking at myself doing it, not forgetting I'm doing this. Like these all are kind of loose and independent on their own. So it gives it that full like look, which I think is pretty sweet. And the one thing with Jada, and that's why I kind of wanted to do these together, I pay almost the same price for these as I do Marvels. But this is right out of the box. I just started twisting them and bending them because they're usually very, I don't want to say loose joints, it's not the word I'm searching for, but they remind me of like the SH figures or the Good Smile figures. They're very easy to pose. They hold up well because a couple of them have fallen out of there before, so they do hold up quite well. But for some reason, just their joints are just so much smoother and they just look better. Not knocking Marvel, I collect Marvel too, but there's just something about the way they put these things together. Like other toy companies should learn from what they're doing and be like, hey, if they can do this, we can do this. Because I had to soak this bad boy in hot water just to get him to bend his knees right out of the box. Like they would not move. And I've broken enough toys in my life, taking them right out of the box, trying to pose them like I did with him just now that I showed you, and snapping parts off of them and going, well, that was $25 down the drain because I don't know how to repair figures. I'm not that guy. So when they break, they get thrown away and I buy a new one. And there's a couple of them in this collection behind me that are replacements from other ones that trying to bend their legs. I mean, my Ultron and my Black Widow from Infinity War both took a head topple off the shelf a couple weeks ago, and both of their feet are glued on until I can buy new ones because for some reason their ankles just snapped in half. I don't know if it's because they're older now or whatnot, but there's rug underneath me. Like you can see, like it's carpet. Don't know how it happened, but whatever. So, but we also opened up Adam Warlock, which we haven't moved yet. So let's take a quick look. Ooh. See, it shouldn't be this hard to like adjust you. You're a brand new toy out of a box. Yeah, I mean, I get your plastic and whatnot, but all right, you're not so bad. So I always do the ball test. I don't know if anyone else does that. If you do, let me know in the comments below. But I always do the ball test first, especially with the Marvel figures. I try to see how compact I can get them, so then I kind of know my range of movements from there, like how far back they'll go or whatnot. But so far, both aren't too bad at posing. I mean, I haven't posed them yet. I'm just tinkering. But both seem quite smooth and easy to adjust, so that's a plus. And he came with, as I like to call them, the punchy hands, one for each hand or arm, my bad. And then the punchy infinity gauntlet, which I wish, if you can see it, the paint on the stones I wish was a little bit cleaner. Like it's kind of bland, like Easter egg colors. I wish I would use like more of a metallic color. So I might be buying some metallic paint to try to go over those and make them stand out a little bit more. I know he's the comic book accurate version, whatnot, but even in the comic books, because the comic he's inspired by, I own. So, as you can see, the gems have more of that metallic-y, sparkly shine to them. So I might be adding that to him soon to, or not him, but to that hand to make it stand out a little bit more. But other than that, I'm probably going to let everybody go. Glad you guys stopped by for this. If you guys enjoyed this, please let me know. I would love to do more. I just haven't done a niche on my own where I do my own show. Hope this was fun and entertaining for you. Don't flag me for the music. It's just very, very quiet because, like I said, it's after 1 a.m. Danielle's in bed. I'm up alone. I got to work at 10, so I'm just trying to pass some time away and enjoy my night before I go to bed. But yeah, on that note, I guess I'll end this the way I normally do on any other show. Be kind to somebody because you never know what's going on in their life, and your kindness might change their day. And sometimes you don't realize how big of an importance it is to somebody just by being kind to them. But sometimes it impacts them a lot more than you realize. So just take a second and instead of going, bring it down a notch and just be kind to people. You don't know what's going on in their life, just like they don't know what's going on in your life for you to treat them like that. So just be kind to people. It's free. It really doesn't cost anything. Well, on that note, everybody have a good night, and we will see you here Thursday for our 2-hour special for our 100th episode. I guess technically, if I post this before that, this would be the 100th episode, but that doesn't count because all those are live. This is pre-taped, so yeah, still 100th episode, 2-hour special. Check it out. I don't know what we're doing yet. I'll post it tomorrow. I'll figure it out between now and then. Everybody have a good night.
Hollow faces in the mirror, lost souls searching for a savior. In a world gone mad and toxic waste, I rise up from the shattered place. Jagged edges cutting through the smoke. Words like knives ain't some kind of joke. Revolution starts with broken chains. I'm the storm in your hurricane. I'm the new cult of personality. Break the system, bring your sanity. Raging fire, burn the old decree. In the chaos, you'll be following me. Mystic whispers echo through the halls. Old gods tremble, walls will fall. In the ashes lies the prophecy. Scars and power all inside of me. Rusty bridges fracture in the night. Desperate hands reaching for the light. I'm the message carved into your skin. Where the end is where we all begin.